Hello, hello, hello. This is Tony McGrav. I'm coming to you from Buenos Aires, Argentina, or Argentina, as they like to say. I have to thank Alyssa for this. She got me this. It's a short one. It's just a quickie, but it's a SovCit and it's delicious. I couldn't get to it sooner because I was between hotels. I was homeless in Palermo. Let me tell you, for a couple hours. And let me tell you, if you need to be homeless somewhere, Palermo is a good neighborhood to do it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Really, really cool place. All right. Plus, I have to be honest with you. Can you hear me? New hotel, different Wi-Fi. I just want to see if this is working before I proceed. No? You can't hear me? Yes, it's a real SovCit. Okay. Of course. What do I get? I get trolling from my chat. I get trolling from my chat. I will turn this car around, people. There will be no SovCit. Just like my last video where I claimed there's a SovCit, but it wasn't a SovCit, but I changed the title. I did. So I only clickbaited the early people. And not intentionally. That was just that. All right, let's get this party started. Good stuff.
All right. On the record, State of Michigan versus Kawan Wendell Johnson, 2402553FY.
Matt Nagel for the people.
Aaron Robinson, Assistant Public Defender for Mr. Johnson.
Are you Kawan Johnson?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that how you say that?
Absolutely not.
How do I say it?
Kiwan.
Kiwan. I write myself notes sometimes, so I try later to say it.
K-I-apostrophe-W-O-N, no capital, just K and W.
Oh. I'm just gonna write it phonetically so that next time I see you.
I thought he said no cap, which is, lingo that the kids use. But no, he went with no capitals, showing immediately that he is, in fact, a sovereign citizen if you're really worried about the case of the letters involving your name.
All right, today is the date for probable cause conference, and we have a preliminary exam set for next week, November 14, 9:30. Have we decided what we're doing about that hearing?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that we're going to be leaving the preliminary exam set next schedule.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Is this the probable cause hearing to determine the probable cause against you?
No, that's next
No.
week.
If you read the court rule, this is the probable cause conference. It's the day to make sure that you have met with your lawyer and that you have, your attorney has received all the discovery to be ready for the preliminary exam next week. Next week is the preliminary exam. That's where the government has to show probable cause to believe these crimes occurred and you're the person who committed these crimes. That hearing is currently scheduled for November 14 at 9:30.
Am I entitled to receive a copy of the complaint warrant information?
Your
Bill of
lawyer,
particulars specifically.
well, there's no bill of particulars in this case. A bill of particulars is usually requested when they use a short form charging document, like someone's charged with murder. They can charge them with open murder, so they don't have to say what kind of murder. And so they can request a bill of particulars then where they have to detail what kind of murder. In your case, it's a long form charging document, so it already has all that detail on it. Yes, you can have a copy of the complaint.
The actual
warrant,
complaint?
they look the same. It literally says complaint felony on the top. It looks almost the same as the warrant. If I show you the warrant, there's very little difference except for the top says warrant felony, but it looks the same.
Yes,
It has all the same information on it. Your lawyer should have a copy of that. She should be able to provide that to you.
I did today, Your Honor.
Okay.
She did not. I would like, according to my rights and the law, to have a copy or the original.
She did not. Are you kidding me? She's in court. The judge doesn't believe him. Nobody believes him. The attorney said I provided him a copy of the document for the case that's up today. And he just flat says, no, she didn't. I mean, come on. Wait, where is it? Where is it? I need to find it. You know what that is.
Which is number one, wrong.
You can't have the original.
Can I have a copy of the original signed complaint, signed warrant, and signed affidavit of truth attached to the complaint.
There's no such thing as a signed affidavit of truth, but there is an affidavit of probable cause in the file. You are welcome to go to the clerk's office. If you don't like what she gave you, you can pay our clerk's office for copies of all of these things.
Thank you.
If you
She slapped down the affidavit of truth. After all this time, is the first time I've seen a judge address it directly. There's no affidavit of truth. Just we're not doing it. We're just. She did it fast, but she's correct.
want to.
Yes, ma'am.
I can have my court officer take you and the file to the window after we're done, and they can count up the number of pages and tell you how much it is to make copies, if you want copies of these things.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So preliminary exam next week, November 14, 9:30 in person, because as I told you, that's the day where they have to bring witnesses to show probable cause to believe these crimes occurred and probable cause to believe you're the person who committed them. In the meantime, you have to continue to follow your bond, which you've heard me telling other people because you've been sitting here a minute, but remember, you have to follow your bond. Showing up for court is a bond condition. Show up for court. Do not leave the state without permission. Do not commit any crimes while released. Notify the court in writing if you have to change your address or telephone number. Report to pretrial services. Have you contacted them already?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Do not use alcohol, marijuana, illegal controlled substances. Do not possess or purchase a firearm or other dangerous weapon. Do not engage in harassing, intimidating, stalking, or threatening behavior. Do not assault, harass, intimidate, beat, molest, wound, or threaten Takesha Black. Do not have any direct or indirect contact with Takesha Black. Do not cause a third party to have contact with her.
I already had the stipulations. My fiance was the third party implemented to do the child care between me and Taki. We have a
Don't talk
child.
about the facts of the case because you're being recorded and you say things against you.
It's not necessarily a fact. This is what the.
Because I haven't finished reading the paper. There is a point where it says that a third party contact is allowed regarding the minor child. So you're still no contact with Ms. Black at all, not to be within 2,000 feet of where she lives, works, or goes to school. You can arrange a third party to go make arrangements for your child, but that third party can't pass messages between you and Ms. Black, okay?
Understood.
So pick up your child, bring child to you, return your child to Ms. Black, that's all fine. Passing messages, not fine.
Understood.
Okay, because we're maintaining no contact until this can be sorted out. Now, remember, this order of no contact, I take it very seriously. If you violate this order, you could be arrested without a warrant. This bond could be revoked. You could be in contempt of court, for which you face 93 days in jail and or $7,500 in fines consecutive to that which you already face. This order is about you. It's not about Ms. Black because you're the one on bond. So if she's texting you or calling you, she could do that. Maybe it's okay to get a text about how your child is doing, but if you text back or you take that call, you're the one who goes to jail. She doesn't have authority to grant you permission to violate the court order because it's the court's order, not her order. So if she invites you to meet with her and you go, you still go to jail. Understand?
Correct.
Okay. Anything else we need to cover on the record for Mr. Johnson?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, I'm gonna give this file to Mr. Wormsley to take you to the window, and then you tell them what copies you want from the file. They'll tell you how much, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, you're all set. See you
Thank
next
you.
week
You
in
too.
person. Okay, let's see if Mr. Bennett has turned up on.
Oh yes, let's see him next week in person. Somebody remind me. That can only get better. That can only get better. He's trying the sovereign citizen nonsense in this context. He didn't look dissuaded. She slapped him down, but she did it so quickly and cheerily that I don't think it got through to him. He might need a more direct smackdown, but we shall see. We shall see. All right, that's what I have. That's what I have. It was a short clip. I just wanted to get up because I thought it was good, but like I said, I didn't have a room or Wi-Fi for a couple hours. I know. It's difficult being me. It's difficult being me. For those of you who are unaware, I'm in Buenos Aires, and I went from one very nice hotel in a nice neighborhood to another very nice hotel in another nice neighborhood. And there's a little gap of time I didn't have a room, but I survived. Don't worry about me. I survived. Thanks for coming out. I'll see you soon.